Hey y'all, I am back live again. We're gonna continue on the communication series, and on the communication series, we were talking about, you know, if what you're saying isn't being well received, you might as well not see it. We talked about speaking to your audience and making sure that you're speaking to the individual and they understand you clearly. Silkworm. And also, what today's topic, what I wanted to discuss, is that internal dialogue that goes on, that inner communication that goes on when you're interacting with other people. Like, one of the things that I've noticed, right, if I'm interacting with somebody that's trying to control me, I would feel like I would have stomach pains, right? And if I feel like back pains when I'm talking to somebody, I know that person is trying to bring blockages into my life. Women, they can tell when their body is in alignment with certain individuals. Like, for instance, a woman's body will literally reject a man that she is not compatible with. Like, showing all types of physical signs. She could get urinary tract infections, she could get rashes, she could get headaches, all different types of things. That's why it's important that we build that dialogue with ourselves. Yesterday was Self-Care Saturday. I love Self-Care Saturday. It's my favorite day of the week. But during Self-Care Saturday, I was focusing on the messages that I receive from myself that I've ignored. And a lot of people say that, like, oh, you're so psychic, then why didn't you do this? Why did you do that? Just because someone's psychic, that doesn't mean they always listen. We have, like, we're here on the planet the same way as everybody else. And that's because we got lessons that we have to work through. We have traumas that we have to go through. There's no big I's and little U's on this planet. So the fact that we're all here together, we are dealing with certain types of limitations. And one of those limitations is clearing up your past life karma, clearing up your bloodlines karma, clearing up your current karma that you built in this life. And that takes a lot of work. And I have yet to meet someone who just aced past life and they didn't have any challenges or things like that. But one of the things that I had struggled with, even before I knew that I had this gift, was being able to listen to it. Being able to listen to myself. Being able to communicate with myself to know exactly what it is that I am conveying, and what is being conveyed. When you ignore yourself, part of yourself are those red flags. That comes from self, right? And when you ignore all of those little things, you're going to have problems down the line. So the most important thing that I want you guys to focus on today is developing that inner dialogue. What is your mind, body, and soul telling you? Another thing I can tell you about how your body tells you that something is not for you, and this is male or female, doesn't matter. So, say if you're working at a job and then your knees start hurting all of a sudden, like arthritic feeling, and that means that you are not supposed to be going to that place. That place brings you distress. And when you leave that job, watch those symptoms a lot of times magically disappear, right? Because when we're doing things that we are not supposed to be doing, our body gives us signals, red flags. There's certain things. Another thing for a woman, she might shut down, not get wet or anything because of the interactions of the people that she's dealing with. So I know men have signs and symbols or things with them, but I'm speaking from a woman's perspective, and maybe I'll get one of my brothers on here and they could tell you from the male perspective. But that one about the knees is like anybody, that's male or female, that happens to. The stomach thing, that's male or female, that could happen to when someone's trying to control you. And when someone's trying to stop you and put blockages on you. And all of those things, you can try it out for yourself. Your body might show them differently. It might show up as different signs for you than other people. And that's okay. It's like we are individuals and we have to respect our individuality. And part of respecting that individuality is knowing and understanding that we are like, you ever see tomatoes growing on a vine? They all came from that same seed. But when you look at those different tomatoes, some are bigger, some are smaller, right? Because we all have individual instruction from source. Once I realized that, that's why when I stopped being so judgmental. Because I'm like, I am not a person that can determine the next person's life path. Meaning, I respect the person's life path. Even in dating, let's use that in how we communicate when dating. How do you communicate when dating? When you're getting to know each other? Are you a type of person that, like, soon as you get in a relationship or as soon as you start kicking with somebody, you immediately want to form a relationship? Or are you the type to vet a person to see if they're compatible? If you're the first half of that group where you already know and you're ready, all gung-ho, and you want to just run forward into a relationship, I want you to question your motivations. Why are you doing that? Why are you in a rush? Did you really get a chance to get to know that individual? And once you got to know that individual, can you determine, are you compatible? Is there chemistry? And is it sustainable? I'm recording. Okay. One of my neighbors. They was following me, but I didn't know. I didn't notice until just now. But with that inner dialogue, and is the relationship sustainable, right? That's the third thing. That's the most important thing, because you could have the best chemistry. You could be the most compatible. But if there are things that are not sustainable, like, okay, say you have this chemistry, you have this compatibility, but one of you guys live in Guam and the other one lives in Africa. That's not a sustainable relationship unless someone does something to bring those things closer together, right? So, with that being said, I want you to focus on what is the inner dialogue that you are having with yourself. And how is it making you feel? How is that inner dialogue making you feel as you talk to yourself? And is that inner dialogue keeping you in unsavory situations? Or is it doing things to enhance your life? Those are the questions you have to ask yourself. And that's how you can tell whether you're having a healthy dialogue or unhealthy dialogue with yourself. And once you figure all of that out, you will be able to grow where you needed to grow. Right now, I'm in the supermarket, multitasking, but I have to buy stuff that doesn't have forever. I'm getting detergent, but I have to get stuff that doesn't have forever chemicals. And all of this stuff is foreverly chemicaline. So I'm trying to find the ones that are not on that list. And I think I might have to get this Nature's Promise. It's so small. They don't even sell the good stuff in big sizes. I guess I could just try this one. First, let me smell it. Let's pass the smell test. It's supposed to be a plant-based. See, plant-based. It smells okay. I think I need to get. Okay. They wouldn't have the bleach here, would they? I have to go to a whole other store because they ran out. Okay, and today when I go back home, I am also going to go live with the readings. I'm going to do a couple of readings today. And if you're not doing it so far, make sure you head over to my YouTube, and it's True Evolution Tarot. And then you can catch all my things because I upload them there no matter what platform I do it on. Or make sure you follow me on my Instagram, True Evolution Tarot. The reason why I started doing tarot is because to whom much is given, much is required. That helped me out so much with finding answers to what was going to happen next, or helping people deal with their trauma. Because once you like show people that you understand what's going on, you know what's going on with them, they're more inclined to open up to you. And I realized that sometimes people need to know what's going to happen next so they can move forward. Sometimes people need to know what happened in the past so they can move forward. Sometimes they need their connections from the people that they've lost or anything like that. They need answers, closure. That's what we work on. Yeah, my hair needs to be done. I woke up like this. Let's see. Ooh, yeah. So I try to be a conscious consumer and make sure that the stuff that I buy is okay. 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 I like going to the store early in the morning. No one's in here. It's just so quiet. I get overstimulated in the store. It's picking up all those energies. When you do readings, what you're basically doing is taking other people's energy and bringing it to yourself and reading it. And that takes a lot. Hey, Demi, how are you?
Information needed.
All right.
Your MVP card has been accepted.
I'm going to have to log off because I got to pay with my phone. All right. I'll be back on later.